Sister C, welcome to the iHeart Performance Space here in Nashville.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for coming down. So we've got a big Soap and Glory backdrop behind us. You came to the Soap and Glory printmobile yesterday.
Which was the coolest thing ever.
You came at a really good time because we had the music blasting when you guys arrived and we were all having a bit of a dance.
Like old
You
school
were having
90s
some
hip-hop.
good dance moves, which are awful.
They were great. I overheard you saying you've been using Soap and Glory for a while.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been like, what, since middle school?
Oh my gosh.
We're here in Nashville with our beautiful Soap and Glory girls.
Yes.
This is the craziest time for Soap and Glory to descend, right? It's the CMA week.
Yes.
And you guys are performing later today.
Yep, 3:25.
Now, for us that are quite new to Nashville, how important is the CMAs in Nashville?
Oh my gosh. It is like, it's crazy. We've been like emotionally preparing for this for months. Just so many people are coming into town. You don't know who you're going to run into or who's watching. It's just so much fun. Something you look forward to.
So how do you get ready for the CMAs? How do you prepare?
We write a lot of songs. Yeah. So hot. Every year, you have to prepare for the heat. It doesn't matter. It's just going to be a blaze out there. Yeah. I mean, yesterday it was like 83 and beautiful, and now it's 97 and also beautiful, but very hot.
Yeah. Obviously, you guys are real-life sisters.
Yeah.
Music runs through your family quite deep, doesn't it? Your dad's a singer-songwriter. When was the first time you got together and sung together and went, okay, we could maybe do this for a living?
When we all moved to college, we really got serious about it because we were all back in like the same kind of town, and we were doing a show in San Marcos, Texas, and so we all sat down, and I remember when we harmonized for the first time or tried to, and I mean, it was a disaster.
Yeah, we look back at old videos like, oh my gosh, we've grown really so much. But yeah, I would say whenever we all got into college at the same time, and it was really convenient for us to get together and really practice and learn and do our research on what we're trying to do. And so yeah, it was like, 6 years ago now.
Well, it was 4 years ago that it was the X Factor.
Yes.
So you'd been doing this for a couple of years and then the X Factor came to Texas. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you get asked this a lot, but like you've got to tell us about the experience being mentored by Simon Cowell and going through like boot camp and then making it to the live show and tell us about it.
Well, the experience was, I think, very needed. And just being in a live environment when we got to the live shows and just the audience and knowing that there's people watching on TV is like, you cannot mess up at all. Like, that's the time where you have to be as perfect as you can. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I think just, like, having Simon as our mentor, he was great. And just being in front of all those people, like, kind of get your starstruck out of the way.
Yeah, everybody thinks he's so grumpy and mean, but he was really not.
He's really sweet.
Yeah, I think he was, like, he would cry often. If you, really knew him, I think he'd be a crier.
One time I looked over, though, and he was, smoking a cigarette as he was doing push-ups.
Yeah.
It was the most, manly thing I've ever seen.
Okay.
What? I was like...
And eating bacon at the same time.
Yeah, no.
And I'm sure, it must help having your sisters in your squad.
Yes. Yeah, it's something that, it's a good crutch to have. And if ever we start to fall or forget a word or whatever, we've
each
learned
have
to
our own
anticipate.
Look.
Yeah.
Where we know, oh, that's the look where she doesn't know her line, or that's the look where you're off your harmonies.
Yeah, you just messed up.
I'm going to kill you later.
Yeah.
We've learned to anticipate those things, and it's a good thing to have.
I have to say, you girls are absolutely stunning. You've got to give me some secrets for the beauty regime. How do you stay looking so fresh and stage ready and glowing?
Coffee.
Well, I guess just trying to just stay happy. I think the beauty is more from the inside, as cliche as that is, but just having each other and staying happy and involving yourself around all these other great people. You're going to radiate happiness and beauty, regardless if you have makeup on or not. So I think that's how you kind of...
Well done, Kelby.
Nice. So what tips would you give to girls your age to be happy and to be confident in themselves?
Well...
I think it's learning. I think social media and the internet and the whole idea of the perfect female has just gotten so distorted. So I think as far as finding just like loving your body and like just like loving yourself and not be compared to a Victoria's Secret model. You know, it's like not every woman has to. Somebody posted something the other day, which it was pretty awesome, like a comedian or somebody, and it was a picture of like an old Greek statue, and I forgot who it was. It was like the goddess of beauty. What is her name?
Aphrodite.
Yeah, and then they did the statue, and then Amy Schumer like recreated the pose like naked, and it was the same. And she talked about like how like that on that statue, you know, it had like rolls on her stomach, and that used to be the idea of beauty, you know, like back then. And so now we're so distorted of like you have to be perfect. Ran over.
I like it.
Beautiful.
What beauty items can you not live without?
Bronzer for me. If I don't feel tan, I'm
Feels naked.
I just have bronzer.
Luckily, you're in the South. There's a lot of sun.
Right. Mascara for me. I mean, my mom will FaceTime me. She's like, "Where you going?" I'm like, "To lunch." She's like, "You sure you don't want to put mascara on?" I'm like, "Okay." So mascara is my best friend. That's all. I'm like, all right, I put mascara on. I'm good to go for right now.
Mine's like if I don't have my face washed in the morning before I go out, I just feel so grimy and nasty. So mine's face wash for sure.
What is your favorite song to listen to before you go out?
Ooh, right now, I think I've watched the
Beyonce.
Lemonade video from Beyonce like 4 times, like the whole hour-long one. And so, I mean, I can go off on some Beyonce.
Yeah, I'm kind of with her. She turned me on to it. We watched it on the airplane, and I'm kind of, I'm feeling Beyonce right now.
Yeah.
If a fan was to join your squad for a day, what's the first thing they should know about the three of you?
Oh God, we're honest.
I mean, we're perverted and just like really funny.
Basically, like
It's like hanging with guys, I think. I mean, literally, my boyfriend will like read our group text messages sometimes and be like, "Oh my!" I'm like, "Don't even look at
girls
it."
don't talk like that.
Like girls don't talk about like, "Oh my God."
Be able to go in like some dark places and be able to drink some wine and whiskey.
Yeah.
Sister C, thank you so much. What are you going to play for us today?
Because we do like to get all fashiony and stuff, and when our mom's not in town, we are basically broke. So if she's in town, she's like, "Let's go shopping." We're like falling around like little ducks. But it's just the song "Fabulously Broke" is what it's called, and it's like staying fly on a budget, basically. So we thought it was appropriate for today. I got a compliment on my Louis bag. Well, it ain't real, but only I know that. I got this year's color line in my lips. Well, it ain't MAC, but let 'em think it is. Oh, I'm not trying to hide. Bending truth don't mean you're lying. It ain't my fault, I'm good at disguising. 'Cause Daddy said to always dress for the gig you want, not the gig you get. Diamonds take some shining up, 'cause they all start out in the rough. It ain't about my bank account, designer clothes or hand-me-downs. They'll never know I'm fabulously broke. Someone asked where I got this glow. It damn sure didn't come from Mexico. Decanter filled with box red wine. Make 'em think it's from the California vibes. In a mansion or a trailer, supermodel or a waiter, living a lavish life, just a state of mind. 'Cause Daddy said to always dress for the gig you want, not the gig you get. Diamonds take some shining up, 'cause they all start out in the rough. It ain't about my bank account, designer clothes or hand-me-downs. They'll never know I'm fabulously broke. It don't matter if it's tap or sparkling, don't matter what class I'm flying in. Rich or poor, hey, life is what you make it. for the gig you want, not the gig you get. Diamonds take some shining up, 'cause they are